Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Dr. T, and I wanted to come to you. I'm trying to make this brief to offer additional insights with regard to the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef, the Kendrick win, specifically with regard to the spiritual aspects of the diss track 616 in LA. And again, my intention is to try and offer perspectives that I don't hear other people talking about. These conversations about this rap battle, this historical rap battle, are, continuing, probably will continue for a long while because it's so rich in terms of what transpired. And so I wanted to offer insights or perspectives with regard to the spiritual aspects of this particular track, 616 in LA. And you can listen to various other reviewers on social media that talk about, that give you interpretations as to the makeup of this track, why Kendrick called it 616 in LA. He dropped the track at 616 in LA. 616 is Tupac's birthday. It was the day Nicole Simpson was murdered, which is why he had the O.J. Simpson gloves on the cover art. And then also he utilizes a Al Green sample, which supposedly, and again, I don't know anything about Drake except what I've heard during this beef. But from what I have derived now, Drake comes from a musical family. I didn't know his father was a musician, is a musician. His uncle was Larry Graham, who was a popular musician in the 70s and 80s. And so supposedly Drake's godfather or something, or another uncle, actually was a musician who played on that Al Green track that Kendrick samples. So it's kind of another way of sticking it to Drake by utilizing that sample music. It's like, woo, Kendrick was not playing. He was not playing with this man. I don't have no idea what Drake was thinking about when he moved into bed. He was not thinking, clearly. Or he thought he was thinking, but, clearly he wasn't thinking clearly. Anyway, so the spiritual aspects, and many people have compared it to this. This is not about religion at all. This is just about spirituality and what I hear when I listen to that track, which I almost missed because the other tracks are such fire. And this is the shortest track. It's only less than 3.5 minutes. I almost missed it. By the time I listened to, Not Like Us and Euphoria and Meet the Grams, and continually listening, I almost missed the track. The other day, I finally just pulled up the lyrics and I was like, oh my God, can't believe I almost missed this track. So what it reminds me of more so than any of the other comparisons I've heard so far is the Bhagavad Gita, which is, the Hindu spirituality. The Bhagavad Gita, the basis of the Bhagavad Gita is the protagonist, Arjuna, is having a conversation with the divine God, Lord Krishna. And because Arjuna and his brothers are about to move into battle with their cousins. And so Arjuna is having a moral dilemma. He's talking to Lord Krishna and saying, how is it I'm supposed to go into battle and kill my cousins, from a moral standpoint? And ultimately, what Lord Krishna communicates to him is either you move into battle and kill, or you will be killed. You and your brother will be killed. Either kill or be killed. And so this is basically what I hear Kendrick going through at the first part of 616 in LA. He talks about raising his hands to a falling sky, and it's so poetic and beautiful, and all the ways that we love that Kendrick communicates, all the beautiful ways that he communicates. And so he's saying all these things, and he's going through this moral dilemma. He knows what he's got to do, but he's kind of like, I'm basically about to, for all intents and purposes, my intention is to ruin this guy, to murder him, not literally, but he talks about it in some of his other, rhymes, control, he's trying to murder the competition. and he has various other motivations for wanting to murder Drake, because he's not just rapping to free the slaves. He's rapping to save the essence, the true essence of hip hop. Kendrick takes that very, very seriously. So he's out to kill Drake at this point. Like I said, not literally, but in terms of his rhymes. And so that's what we see transpire. But before he moves into releasing Meet the Grams and Not Like Us, he's having this conversation with God in 616 in LA and saying, "Oh, Lord, I'm about to kill this man. Please forgive me." That's basically what he's saying in an incredibly poetic and beautiful way. And then once he gets done with that, he moves into another segment where he more or less is talking directly to Drake and his crew, and he begins to plant seeds of doubt in their minds so that they will begin to distrust each other, mistrust each other, specifically with Drake. He's saying something like, you got 100 ninjas on payroll and at least 20 of them want to see you fall, something to that effect. And he's like, and one of them is close to you and another couple of them are directly related to their lifestyle is directly connected to you, but they don't want to tell you. I mean, it's kind of like he's really messing with this guy's head. He really, I don't know if Drake listened to that track, but if he did, it had to, just on a psychological level, what it had to, you can only imagine what he might have been experiencing after listening to that track, so, and, Kendrick was very intentional in how he approached it. And so again, I'm a behavioral scientist, very much into the psychological aspects of how people operate in life. And so it's extremely fascinating. And one of the reasons, I love my fellow Gemini, Kendrick Lamar, because he's intelligent. He's an intelligent guy. And it's apparent in how he presents his art. And so again, I wanted to offer this in terms of being another perspective with regard to this rap battle that so far I have not heard. And so as always, I'm looking to throw my hat in the conversation ring, and I'm always interested in hearing what you guys have to say, about my insights, what you think. If you have any similar insights that you've had, feel free to also share those, and love having these conversations. And in the meantime, continue to enjoy the music. I know that I am, and I'm trusting that you're having a really magnificent, fantastic, and awesome day. And do not get into any rap battles with Kendrick Lamar. That's all I have to say. Even if you're given the opportunity, say no, 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 I'm good. I'm good. No, I think I'm gonna just pass. So anyway, love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments and whatnot. Have a great day. Bye.